Hey, Alex here. I want to call myself a hybrid athlete, so that's why I run and I lift. But it wasn't always the same, and to tell the truth, I wasn't never a runner. Not in school, not for fun, I just couldn't. Yeah, I went to the swimming pool. I really like swimming. I did some trampoline sport for like 4 years, but there was like an idea that I should run, and I started running. And after like 4 minutes, I was totally out of breath, so I couldn't run a 1 kilometer, and it was always with me. So I tried when I was 14, then when I was 20, 25, and it didn't work out for me, and I thought that maybe it's not my thing. Looking back now, I think I just tried to go too fast because I thought running had to be hard to be real. But spoiler, it doesn't. So, a little bit more than a year ago, I started again with half a kilometer. So it was like one lap at the stadium twice a week, and it was intense. I bought a fitness tracker, it's still with me, by the way, and I started to keep my heart rate at around 160 because I met that guy on the internet who told me that that was the zone. The zone. And it was intense because I felt that my lungs were on fire and it was really hard for me, but for some reason I kept going. And eventually I started to educate myself that way, so I tried to find information on how to make the run easier, how to become a better runner, how to prevent injuries. And yeah, when I ran that 1 kilometer or 500 meters on stadium, I realized that I hated it because for me it was too much pressure and too many loops, because you know this route and you go over and over and over again. So here I used a stadium in the school nearby, and it's like 200 meters and that's all. So what I did, I made a small 1 kilometer route around my blocks. So there's the same streets I walk every day. Somehow that made it easier because I knew the track, because I knew that anytime I can just stop and go home. But I didn't need it, I didn't stop. I don't know why some things have shifted. So I started to love running, and it was like strange for me at first because at that time I started also going to the gym, and I really like gym. I really like to lift and to train my strength. But the thing that I mixed these disciplines kind of helped me. So these days I train 5 to 6 times a week, gym, running, and hiking twice a month. Nothing fancy, just consistency, but I really like it. And actually, I really enjoy figuring things out myself. I try to educate myself. I try to watch lectures, read books, and find information on how to become a better athlete. And I know that many people want to understand on how to show up even if you don't like training. Actually, I don't have many of these days, to tell the truth, because I really enjoy doing sports. You know, yesterday I listened to the podcast where a hybrid athlete told that you can have the best discipline, you can have the best motivation doing your sports, but if you don't like what you're doing, then you won't succeed. So you might train for like a month or 6 months, but then you will stop because you don't like it and you can't make yourself do it for a long time. And that really resonated with me because I understood that I really like showing up. So even if I have cramps, even if I don't feel good myself, I want to go to the gym and I want to go running, even if that will be not like 7 kilometers that I run nowadays, but it will be just 3. I will feel better after these 3 kilometers than if I don't run them. So a year ago I started with 500 meters. It was in June, I believe, and in September I ran my first 10k official race. It took me 1 hour and 13 minutes. Next April, this year, 2025, so like in 6 months, I ran my second 10k official race and it took me 54 minutes. Not bad, actually. I think for a person who started with 500 meters and hated running. Right now I'm preparing for my next 10k, which will take place in September. So I have around 2 months, I believe, to prepare myself. That will be the same distance, same route, but I want to see what changed in a year. So I want to run this same distance with a new understanding on my body, on how I feel my pace, how I feel my body, and what are my goals. Maybe I'll run a little bit faster, maybe not. What matters the most for me now is not to panic, because on the first races I felt too much pressure and it was really intense for me. I was scared on how will I perform, how these fancy people around me, they run faster than me and they know what to do, and I didn't know what to do with myself. So I want to be chill on this 10k in September. I want to keep my heart rate at around 160, 170, nothing more, but I want to feel fast. So yeah, that's the challenge. And also this race will be a stepping stone to my next challenge in April 2026, because I want to run a half marathon. But that's a story for another video.